Welcome back, Fino here with a look at tonight's Hunting Quest. This one puts you against demons, however, they're all casters. So if you have a decent team for them, it's doable. Although the health values involved are pretty rough. Now I know I just showed a Gong team last night, or I guess this morning, but trust me, he could do this one. It requires a bit of finagling. This looks pretty suspicious, but I'll explain why this is the way it is in a little bit. Now, I tried to not make tonight's video a Gong video. I tried to do something different and fun on the main account. This is a mistake, by the way. But different and fun, quote-unquote, turned into Da Vinci Rider at NP5 with Holy Night Supper. Not all that fun. It does work, though. You do want Castoria's NP on the final wave in that setup, but yeah. It's pretty sketchy, and really the big sticking point is this. This is a 1-3-1 setup, and if you're trying to loop, having one enemy in the first wave is a living nightmare. It is not fun. Thankfully though, Gong only cares a little bit about enemy counts. Just a little bit. But thankfully, it is an easy fix. Now, my Gong is level 80 and running Black Rail, non-limit broken, which some of you may not have. But the cool thing about Gong is that you can actually tune him in a lot of ways. You have a lot of levers to change. You can Grail him, you can Gold Foe him, you can change up your support order slightly, as you'll see. Normally, I prefer running Waver in Wave 2. Because if I say overshoot Wave 1, I can just give a spare charge to Castoria or someone else. This time though, I've opted to run Scotty. Because I just need to hit like a raw charge threshold. This is Wave 2. Wave 2 is pretty easy. Now the refund amount is tight. I don't have Gong's append, but if you do, you have even more flexibility with how you distribute your charges. You can see that I'm using the Mage's uniform. That's like my go-to when Gong's charge refund is in doubt. Now the damage check on this final wave that's about to come up is the really hard part of this node. Being able to efficiently clear the first two nodes without using swaps and taking this thing out in one shot, it's not easy. Now, if you're willing to do swaps, your options expand, but I'll leave that for other people. Now, as you can see, we do meet the charge requirement on Gong handily, but the way I have it set up, Waver can also NP. Now, this does require him to enter the battlefield with 80% charge. You can do this a couple of ways. 0-star K-Scope. If you have his append skill unlocked, you can actually go as low as 60%. So that would be like Imaginary Element, non-limit broken. Yeah. Because we have to use the Mage's Mystic Code, we can't rely on it for any kind of damage buff. So what we do instead here is we layer these NPs in a pretty specific order. Waver applies the defense down, Castoria gives attack up, and these two will give 2 levels of overcharge to Gong. I talked about this yesterday, but Gong's NP scales off of overcharge. And you can ramp up your overcharge by placing other NPs in front of the one that you want to get the extra overcharge, pretty much. And as you can see, we'll be able to make this damage check. Now, in the run I did without Waver's NP, what happened was that the demon survived with around 50k. Which is brawlable, but not super fun. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, I need a little extra damage, it turns out. Just a tiny bit. Now, I was lazy there, but all you really have to do is put in a Gong or Castoria card, and you can 3-turn this. I was just very lazy, and I put in a Waver card, because I wasn't paying attention. Too busy running my gums. Anyway, I fucked this up, but I'm going to upload it anyway. What are you going to do about it?